crypto holders. I know the market's pulling back a little bit at the time that we're having this conversation here. However, big things are afoot in the markets. Trade deals are rolling in, and the bear case, there isn't really one anymore. Yeah, there's going to be liquidation flushes. Yeah, there's going to be pullbacks and all the rest of that kind of stuff. But we're going way higher, guys. Way higher. Let's get straight into the news here. We got a lot to cover. Macro news, ETH news, Memecoin charts. Let's get into it. So, Scott Pence posted this. Treasury Secretary said, thanks to POTUS's leadership, the United States negotiated a historic agreement with Japan, one of our greatest allies. Let's effing go. I mean, look at this deal, man. It's absolutely crazy. We just completed a deal with Japan, perhaps the largest deal ever made. Japan will invest $550 billion into the United States, which will receive 90% of the profits. How do you make these deals? That's crazy, man. The deal will create hundreds of thousands of jobs. There's never been anything like it. Perhaps more importantly, Japan will open the country to American trucks and rice and other stuff like that. And Japan will pay reciprocal tariffs to the United States of 15%. They got the Japan deal done, man. This is huge. Fourth biggest economy in the world. The Japan deal is a big damn deal. The EU deal still has not been done. Waiting on details for that, but they're negotiating intensely. It's coming. We're going to get an EU deal, whether in the next week or two, remains to be seen, but it's coming. China, apparently Trump has been invited by Xi Jinping to China. So, I mean, those guys are going to make a big deal, man. They've already worked out the basics of the deal. It's all good, okay? Other countries coming in, making deals as well. The Philippines deal announced today as well. Big stuff. More economies coming in. It's working. They're making it happen, man. Arthur Hayes targeting Bitcoin at $250,000, ETH to $10,000 by the end of the year. Let's go. Arthur, bull post it, man. He says Trump's wartime economic policies created credit growth that flows into crypto, with stablecoin issuers buying T-bills to finance government deficits. Let's make it happen, man. Beautiful. Crypto markets pulling back a little bit today. So the macro looking good. That's positive news. You know, the markets love to dump on positive news, so that's fantastic. Currently, okay, we have this big bullish pennant forming up. Failed breakout today, okay? So let's see if we can continue to trade within this and not break below the bottom end here. If we break below 116 for BTC, then we probably see move down potentially the 50-day EMA, which would not surprise me, to be honest. The 20-day EMA just here around 115.5. Okay, so this would be the area you want to see hold as support, 116, or the 20-day EMA here around 116 as well. Okay, so that's support on the lower end here. Okay, if that fails, then we go back to retest the previous high, essentially, which is a bullish retest and nothing to be worried about. Might seem scary at the time, but don't panic. Don't panic, man. Check this out. This is crazy. Mexican real estate firm Grupo Marano to buy $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. They plan to buy $10 billion within the next 5 years. Let's effing go, man. Companies just keep coming out of the woodworks buying Bitcoin. Trump Media becomes fifth largest Bitcoin treasury company holding 18,430 Bitcoin. I bet they're going to buy more. And I know what you're thinking. Yes, the president of the United States company knows they're going to launch a Bitcoin strategic reserve for the United States of America, and they just bought $2 billion for their company, front-running their own announcement. It is what it is, man. Bitcoin Standard Treasury Company, that's the one by Adam Back, famous Bitcoin developer. They have acquired 30,000 Bitcoin, putting them up to the fourth biggest holder of Bitcoin. Marathon Holdings, they're currently in second place, 50,000 Bitcoin. Apparently they're looking to raise $850 million to buy more Bitcoin. So fantastic. Maybe I can finally sell my Marathon stocks for $75. That'd be great. Marathon stocks to the moon. Anyway, guys, you're trading these cryptocurrency markets. I know you're trading these cryptocurrency markets, man. You need a great place to do that. Somewhere that's going to respect your privacy, your freedom. That place is BitUnix. This is where I'm doing most of my futures trading these days. So if you want to come over, they got no KYC, no VPN, no BS, available to anyone, anywhere. That means you. You can long the rips, short the dips, deep liquidity, and all the big stuff. Exotic altcoins to trade. You want to trade dog coins, you want to trade penguin coins, they got you covered, man. And here's the deal. Right now, if you use the link down below, you'll get a $400 deposit bonus. That means if you put in $1,000, you get $200 back. Put in $2,000, they put $400 cash back into your pocket, okay? Plus, you can get up to $9,000 in trading bonuses. So essentially, the more you trade, the more they're going to put back in your account, okay? These are crazy deals. Only 8 days left for this current campaign. So if you want to be participating in that, check out the link down below. Okay, now you can see, by the way, currently I put in a Dogecoin long around 25.5 cents. Currently a little bit underwater on that. We did get stopped out, unfortunately, on our Pepe trade. Lost a few grand on that. C'est la vie. I'll watch for the re-entry on the Pepe trade. Solana trade still in nice profits. I think it will stay in. We'll be able to stay in this trade, hopefully, to run it back up to previous all-time highs and beyond. Let's see, though. Anyway, link down below if you guys want to check out BitUnix and trade there as well. So, a raft of insane news, and I know what you're thinking. Lark, all this good news is coming out. Why is the price going down? Because it is, because somebody's selling, because leverage is flushing. It's nothing. This is a baby move, man. This is a baby move. Okay? Let's keep things in perspective. What's been happening over the last few weeks? Goodness gracious, we need a few red days. Okay? You can't have the green days without a few good red days. All right, guys? We're in an uptrend. We're in a bull market. Okay? Just keep perspective here. Look at this insane news. This stuff just breaks my effing brain. If any of this stuff, again, had happened back in 2017, everybody would lose their effing minds. Now it's like a footnote. Coinbase partners with PNC, 7th largest U.S. bank, to let 9 million customers buy, sell, and hold crypto directly in their accounts. That feels impactful, doesn't it? That's crazy, man. Goldman Sachs, Bank of New York Mellon, launched tokenized money market funds on the blockchain, targeting the $7.1 trillion industry with backing for BlackRock and Fidelity. More real-world assets coming on-chain, tokenized money market funds coming to the blockchain near you. $4.3 trillion JP Morgan planning to offer crypto-backed loans with Bitcoin and Ethereum as collateral. It's happening, man. It's happening. Meanwhile, we are still far from a market peak. Titan of crypto share in this great chart here. You can see he's marked out the peaks here with red arrows. This is the Coinbase app ranking on the U.S. App Store. The higher it climbs, the closer we get to peak frenzy. Okay, last times it approached the top 10, it marked a local top. We are not there yet. It's currently at number 63. We have a long way to go. With prices pulling back a little bit today, it'll probably fall back in the rankings again, because every time price moves back a few percent, people get scared, man. They don't want to download the Coinbase app anymore. Okay, very interesting. We still have a lot of fuel in the tank, even for a shorter term local top. And you look back at the 3 local tops previously, that was November and December of 24. So we put in an earlier local top, had a bit of a retracement, then a second local top and had a bit of a retracement before putting in the 112 peak or whatever in January. Okay, so a lot of fuel left in the tank here, guys. Mickey Bull. Doge bullish cross. The previous times that it happened, this is 1 week chart, by the way, it went effing nuts. Momentum is shifting for the dog coin. Currently down. Now, got a nice rejection here, of course. And this is what I was saying the other day, guys. I was going to get a rejection here. That's where it's going to happen. Okay, right there. Now, if that had broken out to the upside, like I said, long it from 29 cents, didn't happen. Okay, we got that strong rejection, and that was bad. Those comments were back in here on this price, or look to re-enter if it comes back down to 25 cents. It's back down under 25 cents now currently dropping pretty hard along with a lot of the rest of the market. Let's see if it can maintain this sort of area here. So if you'd entered around 25 cents with a decent stop loss, you should still be okay on this trade here currently. Let's see if it can maintain this area as an area of price support, or if it cuts right back through it and heads back down. Okay, so let's keep an eye here closely on Dogecoin. Pepe, Pepe, you're breaking my heart, Pepe. Come on, man. We were so close, so close. We were grinding up a little bit of volume here, and then blammo, back down under our line here. Now, of course, it is well within the realms of what we could consider to be an area of price support here, so it's not like it's broken some kind of major market structure or something like that. Okay, a lot of coins are looking like this. They've had huge runs. Now they're having a bit of pullbacks. So if we see a deeper pullback on Pepe, probably becomes an even better opportunity to get into a long or a spot position here. Okay, so we'll see how it reacts around the price here over the next day or so, but a pump back above this 135 level could be a pretty interesting spot to get in. Now, dog with hat, another, I know, dog coins, guys. Dog coins, frog coins, penguin coins, bean coins. We know we love them. You know you love them. Now, look at this. Dog with hat, very, very interesting level. Now, came up currently getting rejected at this area right here. basically between 123 and about 130 or so, major area of historical price resistance, okay? Also historical price support back here in the day. Now, how do we look at dog with hat right now? What is the potential trade here? So obviously a breakout beyond, let's say, $1.33 or something like that is going to be probably a good long opportunity. Wait for the breakout, go long. Okay, there's no trade here currently. No trade here currently. However, if the price were to fall back to $1.05 approximately, that's probably a pretty good spot to look for an entry. Also, we can draw this here. This lines up with our broader uptrend here that is currently in place for dog with hat. A pullback to this level would be a pullback to the uptrend. Okay, by the way, I'll throw the 20-day EMA on there. Guess where that lines up at? Right around $1.05 or so. So if you see $1.05, $1.07, something like that, probably a decent spot, risk-reward wise, to look for an entry on the trade. Okay, either that or we reverse and take out the breakout. Okay, Pengu, and I don't know much to say about this right now except that it's gone absolutely effing bonkers. I mean, look at this thing. Holy cow! It has actually gone back up to put in an equal top here for the previous high. Now, obviously, I know what you're thinking. That's a double top, Lark. Run for the hills. We need to get some serious momentum now built up once again to get back over this 4.5 cent level and really get this thing cooking, okay? But an epic run for this asset. I mean, Pengu is a very popular meme coin. We'll see how it reacts here. If we get a decent pullback, then I think the sort of 2.8 cent region, if you get a pullback that deep, which would be a pretty big pullback to be fair, would be probably a great spot to go long and get into some spot entries. So that's right around here, okay? Let's see how it reacts over the next few days. You may only see, if it does have a more significant pullback in the market, move back to 3.5 cents here, which was the resistance here. So flipping that previous resistance into price support, okay? Failing that, watch for a breakout here beyond this top line, which is around 4.8 cents, let's say. That would be a breakout to new highs, okay? So those are the points to watch right now for Pengu if you are trading this currently. Now let's talk about Ethereum real quick, and then we'll finish up for today. So this is very interesting. $68 million of Bitcoin outflows today. $500 million of Ethereum inflows today. Damn, man. Wall Street woke up to ETH big time. That's nuts. And of course, now they're betting that ETH could be the faster horse compared to Bitcoin moving here for the next few weeks or months, right? Bitwise CEO Matt Hougan thinks ETH price will go higher due to massive demand shock. ETFs and treasury companies have bought 2.83 million Ethereum since mid-May, 32x the increase in ETH supply over the same time period. You got to remember, the Bitcoin inflation rate is much higher than the Ethereum inflation rate, okay? It's pretty crazy. So Ethereum, it's got a real supply shock potential with all this demand coming in, okay? A wallet linked to Trump's World Liberty Financial bought 6,000 and some change ETH for $23 million. Trump's buying Bitcoin again. Trump's company or Trump's kids. Eric Trump is buying Bitcoin again. SharpLink now holds 360,000 ETH after buying another truckload of Ethereum. Man, holy cow. These guys just keep on piling in. They got another 80,000 Ethereum. The demand is off the charts here, okay? These guys are literally going to bring in billions and billions of dollars. Bitmine as well, Tom Lee's company, bringing in billions and billions of dollars as well. This is absolutely crazy, man. These guys are just pumping up the ETH like nuts. They're literally going for millions of ETH of supply. And as long as they maintain an MNAV of about 2, this stock goes way effing higher. And of course, it's great for, by the way, I own SharpLink Gaming and Bitmine. If you ever see one, actually, I don't think I have my stocks in my full disclosure, but I'm telling you now. I've always put my crypto coins down there. I guess I should put my stocks down there as well, or an updated list of my stocks. Anyway. Ethereum raises gas block limits 25% to $45 million. $45 million. Boosting transaction, $45 million. $45 million ETH, let's go. Boosting transaction through as part of its broader scaling roadmap towards 60M and beyond. Okay? It's good. Devs are doing something. Fantastic news here for ETH. ETH, of course, pulling back. Like I said, guys. The risk was rising. This yesterday or the day before video talking about the risks that are rising in the market right now with open interest and all this sort of stuff. You're going to have pullbacks in the market. It's normal. It's normal. You should anticipate them. You should expect them and be prepared for them. Okay? Now, if we pull back 10%, that'd be totally cool and normal. Gets us back to about $3,500. A deeper pullback of 20% brings us back to around $3K, both of which are totally fine structurally, in my opinion, and do nothing to change my opinion on the state of the uptrend here, okay? That's where we are today. We're going to finish that up. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for your time. I hope that today's video was interesting and informative for you. Let me know your thoughts on anything down below in the comment section. And peace out. I'll see you next time. Bye.